Hello, guys. Kashy here. I'll be going through some Verdance gameplay. One of them, the first one's gonna have some voice, so I'll try not to speak over me and Jacob talking. And the second one, I accidentally mute it, and there's a little bit of a time difference. But I thought I'd just do the classic before the game. I'm gonna just talk about why it's sideboarded the way it is, how it's sideboarded, and that will obviously be in the description. So this is the deck list that I'm pretty much using in my own testing and what I might be taking in events, like my RTNs when I play them, but mine are like more towards the end of the season. So the main important things are we got like our codexes, we have sigils, we have like pickup, we have inertia traps. I might move to 3 of these if I'm being honest. This card is so insane. I love this card so much. And I currently have like a lair and a frailty, and like these aren't that exciting. The lair's been kind of performing decently against KO and stuff, to be honest. So actually I'm enjoying this. The frailty's kind of like underperforming, so I think might be goodbye frailty. Hello, Mr. Inertia Free. We'll see. I also missed this as a free, but it's probably not correct like deck design of the current meta, but it does make me sad. I love that card. But enough ranting about random stuff. Alright, Verdant specific cards that are useful. Death Touch, good codex target. Inertia Traps, really strong. We have 6 of these extra stealth cards that I'm not over the moon about, because they do kind of like give them like earth cards when they need it. They're mainly like... I don't really like having these if I'm being honest, but there is nothing in the side that makes that really worth playing over them, which I'll talk about. 1 pickup, 1 sigil. These are just, it's a longer game, I want extra retrieve, a little extra free life against the arcane. Codex inertia is obviously just good against this like slower type deck. Max out on the blues I like. Shred's good because they run temper and they also like to block, so it'll probably be online if I need it to be online. The rest is kind of like explanatory. So I don't want any D-Reacts. They are a bit more physical, so like D-Reacts could be fine. Like E-Strike could be okay if I want to like... If I was really paranoid about these, but these still have the assassin tag and they're still stealth, so it's still better. This is just purely a gravy card, so there is a world that you could maybe run 2 of these over like some of these if you want to reduce the ratios, but unsure. I don't know. And then as you can see, the rest are just cards that are like very hyper specific and defensive, so they just don't want to be in. So like the sideboarding is quite explanatory these days, where it's like this is a prison popper, but sometimes if you want some block frees, put it in. This is a block free if you wanted to make your deck a bit more blocky, but then also just like it's good for killing gravy allies. These are defensive cards for when you need to interact with the opponent. This is a Decilio card, and this is like a KO mirror card or any deck that makes auras. It's not too much of a complicated sideboard. I'll just get into the first video. Oh wait, I should probably fast forward this one. I didn't put AB on. I realized. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, I didn't have AB in this game, so there we go. I'll probably pause at some point to talk about it if needs be. What did you have first? Yeah.
And I was about to rip my 1 of Blue Voltic Bolt.
But yeah, as you see, the sideboard of this is pretty much the same as I explained. Back then, I had more prison poppers, and I didn't have the sideboarding's got so go again. Easy now. Got the go again trap. Like, it's not like that complicated, but it's just like so easy. It's kind of funny how I'm speaking the same things I just said. Oh yeah. So yeah, that deck was literally the same, except I had an extra trap over prison poppers, which just makes sense. So I'm going second. So I just want to do a nice efficient hand of 5, maybe 8 into 4. Probably, if I can Arsenal, I'll Arsenal, but I probably won't be looking to Arsenal. Unless he blocks 6, so then the score only becomes 2 value, so I might as well Arsenal now. I didn't flick, but maybe I should have flicked just in case. Oh, I guess I should. Oh wait, no, I don't actually want to wait for you to draw. But yeah, just flicking before the sync resolves in case he draws prevention. But I should have done this on the
Oh.
dagger attack. Flicking on the dagger attack, because I'm not swinging the second dagger, right? So if he has prevention and I flicked and he prevented me, then I could have played the scar tissue, because even though it's 2 value, when he marks him, it'll become more than the 2 value. Little small error. So this hand is really, really sad. Got a bunch of cards that clash with each other. I don't have an Orb Weaver, he's not attacking me. So what's the best way to play this type of hand? It's probably like weapon, pitching, and then we're gonna like discard the Leave No Witness, play the Scar Tissue, play like a Codex of Frailty. Or what we could do is we can potentially AB1 and do that line, and then we're doing like an okay turn anyways. Or we could not AB, play the Codex of Inertia, then do the turn we just explained, but then they're under Inertia, and we have 2 Ponders, and we're going to make our hand look a little bit nicer. We're not maxing out the Inertia value, but we'll be like making our future turns nicer for it.
Just look at my opening hand.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm a full
Oh,
gambler,
okay.
guys. Ignore me. I appreciate you doing all the arcane for the entire game. I have just decided to fully believe that my Inertia will do me well. I do not think this is just a bit psychotic, if anything, if I'm being honest. I think, yeah, like if I want to do this line, I think I should just Inertia before being a card. And then at least that way the Leave No Witness can like have a relevant text. Isn't good, but the Leave No Witness attacking is kind of scary, because if it banishes a nerf, it makes his first decompose way better. I think I'm just being a greedy little boy here. Honestly, I think I've chosen the worst line. Oh, sorry, not the worst line. The second worst line. Oh well, that's what all these reviews are for. You just never realize what you've been doing. This would like beta D-react if he had one. But he doesn't have one, so it makes the Leave No Witness feel a bit more impressive. I was like, I could do 7 and do the leave. The AB for Codex, you probably think you gain Codex. Activating crabs fast. I'm like, but I'm recording it. That's why I might as well. I'm gonna keep the voices in. I was thinking that if I attack you with like the open arsenal, you're probably gonna play around Codex. You probably don't block. Like I just go Inertia random card pass, but I don't know how good that would be. Oh, I block. Holy, Codex of Freddy on top. Imagine I thought I was him. I would have been him by a mile. No block you. I mean, there's a situation I could have blocked with Kiss and then used the Codex to get the Kiss back. Oh, wait, no, because then the Scar Tissues were. It probably was the best thing I could do with his hand. So, if anything about stream Myros would tell you is I'm going to flick my last clave here and just pray that the gods are on my side.
I mean, yeah, seemingly.
Seemingly good win rate.
I mean, I lost this play.
Yeah. No reaction. Yeah, we just took out like the basic premise of like every Verdance game. Take good value turns. Oh well. Going 6 here is nice. Bad. Having a backup Inertia means that we can actually search Inertia. There is like I guess I should There is a moment where if your opponent, like, if you only have one inertia, because we have the trapdoors, it's really useful, and we don't want to have it stuck in purgatory, because the opponent can just hit us with arcane. There is a world that we could have like chosen not a trap here, if you wanted to be like really mind gamesy, but I think because we have two, there's no reason to be like thinking 15 steps ahead. So we're just gonna use the trap here rather than a card in our hand, because there's a chance he might do arcane. But also, if he does have an attack, he'll take 2 cards and the inertia won't be online anyway. Like, even if it was inertia was online, it wouldn't do anything anyways. When did a card get banished? Oh, from the leave. And then yeah, look, we're currently suffering a bit from our the leave turn that we didn't need to really be doing. So it's good to block some of these Phalanx, but this hand does way more for us aggressively. Like, we could look into like maybe like trying to block 5 just for the sake of blocking 5, or we.
Wait, did I banish your Arsenal?
You
Wait,
know,
did I misplay? Was the killing an Arsenal? It was, right?
Sorry. Kind of weird doing one of these both with my voice and trying to talk over it. All these cards are worth too much to discard to a hero form, so there's no reason to use the helmet.
Oh, I should have just passed.
Even though it looks exciting because we're just on trapdoor.
That's on me, that was
No, I would have juiced. I was so ready for you to do this, and I would have juiced it because my hand was like blue enough fruits, so I discard the fruits and then I play the killing from Arsenal last turn.
It would have been fine anyways.
So if you chose not to, I do 1 extra damage, I gain 2 extra life, and then this is still a online filing.
That's fair then.
It was funny because I was kind of hoping you would like level yourself, and then you didn't, and I'm like, it's too wise.
I just wasn't looking to. It's like the bell curve. I'm like, it's like the double. I was both.
Actually, I know exactly what you're saying about the bell curve and which side of it we each are. I went on, like I recorded an ep with podcast.
Another
The
fucking
Card Guys podcast.
Oh hell yeah.
This week, which was funny. But I said I didn't remember exactly what. It was like something where they were like, "Oh, there's just such a like mean like British." Where there was something about having good days, where it's like if it's your like.
Yeah. I clicked the wrong.
I don't even really remember, but it's like something being like sometimes it's your day.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just say something like, must be very exciting for you and it's your day or something. I don't get very many of those, do you?
It's a sarky comment. You're like, oh wait.
Just a snarky comment.
The Brits of me's coming out. Whoopsie.
I'm like, oops. I'm like, you should hear what we say to our enemies.
You're gonna.
But I don't have.
You can give me all your equipment to felling me, but I don't even know if that's it. Oh, you don't have enough earth.
I don't have enough earth.
It's
Yeah.
just doing 8. Ugh. I guess you could fighting. Or just.
I'm gonna cop, I think, and just blind the cop.
Hope it gets you something nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing I didn't think about too much, I guess, is you just got less real earths in your deck.
Yeah.
Like, never mind the whole decomposing stuff.
Alright. So, pause. Sorry, when I pause it shows the time, it might spoil the suspense. All the cards in our hand are just really good value. The issue with our hand is the Death Touch is kind of doing nothing. Is there a way for us to like turn this hand into a more exciting one with helmet? If we roll Orb Weaver, we can do everything and the Death Touch, which is really exciting, I guess. If we don't roll Orb Weaver, which is turning one of our like premium reds into a premium red, with maybe some relevant text, so it's not good either. 6 would heal us 2 extra life. I do not like helmeting here. I think we are not needed. I think even if we just do a turn without the Death Touch, and we just go like weapon, pass, leave the arsenal, that's just correct. Just feels like we're both slower than we used to be, but like you brick on all your 6s. Just... Oh yeah, for context, this is kind of like a game like a few days after the ban. I've been a bit busy. Was trying to find like a second good game 2 or 3 for this video, but then I couldn't find one for a while. Found one recently. What? Random ponder. So I use this to the point to bait a sink below for my opponent, so then I can use my additional toxin on top, and then I'm able to death touch them because the death touch is gonna like present lethal. Well, like I think that was like a interesting line, but I don't think I needed to do this line. I think if they did something to like interact with me on the clave, I should have thought about this. I think this line makes more sense. I think what I should have done was just let the clave hit, do the graphene for 5, and just if my opponent wants to take 5, then I just pitch the toxin to the death touch. And I think that was probably. And then if they defend on the graphene, then I can just toxin them.
Yeah, but...
And then I just get to save this death touch for next turn. Makes such bad vibes to block it as well. So I'm like once again like, yeah. I think once again that was like a small gameplay error. And just like, if I just take more time to think about it, I can like notice the value of just being a little bit more patient, or just like trying to like think of the future and not now. There's a lot of these cards turns. The 2 big turns I talked about in this video currently is me thinking about the now and not the future. So we're getting feloned. Our opponent isn't marked, so we don't get to helmet them like we'd like. We can inertia them with under the trapdoor. So we could just do like a very simple turn of bottom kiss, and then inertia of trapdoor, then go cut kiss of death, and we're just kind of stuck in this loop. Because even if we give them another felling, they can't actually use it because of the fact that there's no earths in the grave. I don't think I need to helmet, but I think I'm just gambling. I don't need to helmet. I'm being a dumbass. Oh, perfect.
Oh, please, Kashy. I think I need some dumbassery to win this game.
I'm drawn under the trapdoor, so it's like...
Brother.
You're just getting inertia, yeah.
Why am I getting inertia on a recount?
Be a trade deal though. I'll inertia you, but I'll give you a felling back.
Sounds right. In some ways.
I could,
You're just calling what your Codex of Nash is gonna hit.
Yeah. It's because I have so I sunk a Kiss of Death to play the frailtied version. Because it's just better, right? And like,
But again, like I'm so earth choked. Like
that's what I mean. Like what happens is you have to then you like get a felling, you discard an earth, and then you have to block with an earth, and then you keep like you have to keep a blue, but then you're just dying. but you're just but then death. This is yeah. Like, so you can do it, but you'll just die, I guess.
oh wait, sorry, I should discard differently. Oh.
Oopsie, I went to fast forward.
Yeah, gotta.
Oops, sorry about that jump cut. I went to like fast forward using the arrow keys and just went to the next video.
Yeah, I gotta block.
Yeah.
Hey, otherwise I die.
You get to heal, which is. You don't have enough earth though, because you only saw one. Oh, you have chest, I guess. Chest actually helps a lot. Yeah, the chest helps, yeah.
Yeah, so if I don't actually need to block chest here to live, but I need to block it to.
Turn it on, yeah.
Yeah, like just not blocking chest here would be pretty gas in terms of like playing around the flick lethal, but unfortunately, I would just be dead.
Go flick the marquee so I can helmet. Oh, this is a good example of when it's nice to flick, like your last clave. Like outside of just the obvious, like I haven't seen a retrieve, I'm gonna get a retrieve. When I retrieve, I'll be really good, etc., etc. It's like, so my tunic's going to free. My opponent's blocked in a way where the flick means that I won't be hitting them and they'll stay marked. So my next hand, I get to go tunic, tunic the graphene, and then play with all of the cards. And if I draw like blues, I can discard it to the forms. And then because I still have access to helmet, it means that I even like I can use any form I want as well. So like my next turn is like I'm probably going to be presenting lethal against my opponent, especially because I know they're probably felling me in this situation as well. So there's like they're going to be on 4 random cards, no defenses. Unfortunately for me, the blue I drew is generic. However, I can just bomb deck with the felling. But I also just need to still be careful not to die. So in this situation, I think what I should do here is I should block 5 with my helmet, and I should block 5 with my helmet and then just play all my cards. But I think there was like this weird line that I worked out, and I was just thinking about it, and I can't remember what the line is, to be honest. But I think the so this is the I just want to play Codex and Inertia on my buff and be a happy man and not take my time. I don't think this is correct. I think I should just helmet for a trap, to be honest, and then just play all my cards, and then just do a random Codex of Inertia. And then if the Codex of Inertia hits, then I'm just happy. Actually, a nicer line that gives me some tunes. The line I was doing was pretty good, but I just realized I can now like. Oh wait, I think I know a better line though. So you block helmet, you go Orb Weaver, and then you go with Orb Weaver, and then you block with one of the stains. So you go Orb Weaver, discard the stains, up sticks, play the Codex of Frailty. You can even just attack for 1 go again before you do all this, just to see what your opponent does. I don't need a block flick. I think at this point I'm like overthinking this block a lot. But like in reality I should just always go Orb Weaver. So do you have any 6s left? Yep. This is me just trying to dot the I's, cross the T's, etc., etc. Just give up one of the stains. Obviously I'm doing maths to stay higher than the life totals needed. There's a safe line in this, but I think this is good. This one also is fine, right? Because I get to go graphene, and I'll use the stains to like think of finding a lethal. Yeah, I do stains. They probably de-react. You don't de-react. And then, yeah, we just go up sticks, discard the stains, and just Codex of Inertia, and then, yeah, we just win the game. And then we even have boots for go again in case we needed to, if we get attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, and into a Codex? That's so rude. It's not, it was an order. So it wasn't actually a Codex. I get to attack, break legs, Codex you, holy. Oh, I don't even have to break legs, I can just Codex into a kiss. I want to be super safe. Less value though. Yeah, so I was like, I probably have you like dead to rights just because of all these cards being broken. Because my default line was just gonna be block 7, go like +4 Codex, and then play as the turn as normal. Yeah. Which probably still would have found lethal.
Yeah. Well, if you just block a bunch and then Codex, hat into 3 Codex for kiss, and then flick boots flick kiss, is still pretty busted.
So yeah, the line I was gonna do that I thought is like a safe line is, I bottom deck the card, I block 5 with helmet, get Orb Weaver, I go tunic for the resource, and then I go graphene, hit you up sticks, pay for the rebuy my like clave, and then do my turn like normal, where I like Codex and do like a big turn, but then I've got the clave for the future turns to like not have that bricked moment.
Yeah, makes sense.
But then I was just like, wait, I wonder if I just kill you now as well.
Yeah.
I think I was just in a dominant position. I was able to just win in most ways. I'll leave a little bit of a rant at the little talk, little chat between us at the end there. All right, this one's muted, so this one I'll try and yap more, guys. This one, as you see, is it's going to be the list that was linked in below. All it's done is just change one of the chest buffs into an extra trap. Oh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and this one I'm just doing a really simple. I'm gonna play my Orb Weaver. My opponent flicks, but I have my Orb Weaver, so I don't actually mind. Yeah. I actually saved the Meat Madness guy. I don't want to hit him with it in case he gets like some kind of weird value that I wasn't happy with. It's also because the stains is more of a brick when my opponent isn't marked. So I decided to just keep the attack. Also, this hand's like a bit whatever. Hand's like pain, do some stuff, maybe. Nothing exciting. Our opponent hits us for 7. So this hand kind of is so whatever. So I'm really inclined to block and like kind of pass. But like I can't pass in a way that makes me like happy. So I'm just gonna block 7. And I think I'm just gonna attack with the arsenal. Because my opponent probably isn't gonna not block it. Because there's like no reason for them not to. So they're gonna just probably give us a card, and then I'm just gonna arsenal a card that I actually want to keep in my arsenal. And then so I can take one arsenal a toxin. That's like okay. I don't think it's correct. And then the toxin has to block. So I think what I'm thinking is, do I want to keep a pain or an upsticks? I keep the upsticks because it has the bigger number, and what we're trying to do against Verdance is just trying to get through them with our bigger numbers. So yeah, see, I just accept that hand could have done like way more than block 7, right? Like, but it wouldn't been enough to like push through. It definitely wasn't worth taking 7 to like maybe do like 2 or 3 damage. So I was really, I think that's like a way better situation to block. We're just gonna wait for another hand to like start presenting more numbers. And Meat Madness is just kind of like one of those funny cards. It's like, well, my opponent kind of wants to have something banished for their Earth effects, but are they really gonna just gamble? And then because if they gamble, it means that they probably aren't getting value from their cards anyway. And as we see here, like, yeah, they didn't want to do that. So we rewarded for keeping the upsticks. I think I unmuted for a bit, but then I was
Raging Onslaught, nice Raging Onslaught.
Hey, I'm red Raging Onslaught. I'm open to. I'm just worried about these people playing yellow Raging Onslaught. You, what is it? I meant to say you people.
You people.
You people.
I think I might remute it though, because I think there was like 3 or 4 of us in the call, so I was like, oh, maybe it's too hectic. So you have a little voice jump scare. Ooh. That was Jacob, and then that was our boy Westy. Actually, to be fair, some of the boys started their own. We started like a toxic YouTube channel, and they did a meta report on the UK's RTNs. So actually, I'm gonna put their that YouTube in the description as well, so you guys can just want some more fab content to enjoy. Yeah, we just did numbers on our opponent, and then now I'm just thinking, do I want to attack with this leave because it turns them on? I think it's a mistake to attack with the leave. I don't want to slip. I think it's just, I'm trying to think, what do I care about more, bricking my arsenal or unlocking my opponent? I decided that I don't want my arsenal to be bricked. Oh my god. This hand does too much to block. So, like, previously we blocked his E-Strike, right? Because the hand didn't do, like, exactly what we wanted. But this one does. Oh, and this one will trade the life for tempo. Our opponent's hand sucks ass. If we didn't, we took a slower turn, it might have been okay, but we would have been in the same situation where they're gonna do like 5 back. So my opponent's turn sucks, but I actually have decided to take a little slower approach, where I'm gonna save the 0 for 4 because he doesn't have a plow under or a way to interact with my arsenal. But I think I'm gonna flick for 1 value. And then the mark is 2 value, and then the to the point is 3 value. So I'm actually getting 3 value by flicking and saving the upsticks and knowing I have a retrieve. The only punish would be like if my opponent then had a plow under in his arsenal, or we drew random for the top. If they do, then they're just goaded, aren't they? But they didn't. They have a fate foreseen that they need to cash in. So we actually get to transform. So we don't get the on hit numbers, but the transform effect is cool. And then like last time we have a spare trap, so we get to just cash it in. Rolling kind of like saved us extra life because our opponent didn't want to attack us. And then we're using this saver as a way to just convert some cards to in a better way. It's unfortunate that we so we're currently playing like this mini game of where you want to flick to draw because we're not in base mode, so we're not losing one value by removing the mark on our flick. And we're going to reef-mark them with the scar tissue, and if we draw a reaction, it's really good for us. But if we draw blue, we're also very happy. So, I think there's a world that using the scar tissue here is a mistake. Because we're about to go up sticks for 5. So we should have saved the reaction on this one. A little small error. Probably won't matter because they're probably taking it either way. But like, a little small error. Because I think arsening the upsticks was also just like a really strong thing we could have done. Or save it to make sure this clave hits as well. Because we might have incentivized them to try and block the clave. Because they're like, oh, well, I'm not marked anymore. I want to reduce the chance of being marked. But turns out they were stuck with some non-blues and they really wanted felling us. We're getting felling and our opponent has an arsenal. What do we think we're gonna do, guys? We're gonna do something that makes us all very, very happy. Okay, let's talk about what I'm thinking here. So I am using helmet, right? Every single day of the week I'm using helmet. I'm gonna use helmet, I'm gonna nurture him. If I don't, I'm an idiot. So I think I should bottom deck the Mark of the Black Widow. And I think on my turn's gonna be Saver, Kiss of Death, attack for 7. And then if I need to, I can make it 8 go again, or use the boots and then hitch my blues to attack with Glycerol Graphene, and then flick the kiss to get the draw from the saver. If I don't want to use boots, I then do the saver kiss, use the stains, and then tunic graphene flick the kiss. So bottoming the Mark of the Black Widow, blocking with helmet, I think is the correct line. But I didn't do that, so whoopsie me. I think I wanted to like have some form of quote unquote disruption where I'm gonna go like saver for graphene, saver for clave, attack with mark. And then just like make my opponent like skip his turn. Put back on. I think at this point I was surprised my opponent like was blocking the way he was blocking. I was like, what? But then as we can see, the hand was all reds. The kissed hand would have went way better for me. Ah, bad player. Bad player. Buddy, look at these little reviews. We notice all these mistakes. We obviously don't flick. Too suspicious to either get a graphene or a clave back. So do go again. We're just making it like what we're doing is we're just making it really exciting for our opponent to like use their defensive cards. Like block 4 here, take 1, lose the mark. Looks very nice, right? Like sweet. Let's do that again, and then we're just gonna do another 5. For this one, it's like, oh, I want to blocking 5 looks more exciting on this one. Do 2, so they're wanting to like maybe heartbeat us. I don't understand what this does. The block 4 take the hit anyway. It just seems really sad. I think that using the discard there was a bit of a mistake, but maybe they were worried I was just gonna pass an arsenal. Decline the trigger. We could accept it to like banish a different card. I don't know. They would just banish like a random card for fun potentially. This prognosis is actually not too bad. When our opponent's armorless, the chances are it's going to get a card for us. We're doing some kind of ninja-esque hand here. Dachi for 1, Kadachi for 1. Head jab. We're ending on it, and then we're ending on a 0 for 1. With some relevant text. What do we hit? Are we the goats? We hit an F. But it's a red. That's kind of like one of those, like, we just made our opponent have the ability to go online with their next decompose. But we did remove a felling, so it's kind of like a... It's like a good but bad trade. This game is like... Yeah. Game is weird. Now that if we full block, they're online. It could be more use. It could be quite useful for them still. Our hand does a lot, and we have the toxin and arsenal. I'm happy to opt to like a more aggressive strat here. I get to see the hand, hit them for 5, flick, because it's like it's 0 for 4s and 0 for 4s, right? And I'm not as worried about like a random ripple away that I know some players like to run. Because I get to see the cards in the hand. We just get to see what they're going to do for us. And the hand sucked, so they're just kind of wanting to block anyways. And then, yeah, because it all sucked, right? We get to cash in the lovely toxin value. If they didn't block, we'd probably still do the same. And then all they have is just a CNC turn, which is just like whatever for them. Correct. I love like these little simple hands of just blue, clave, graphene. The scar is really nice at just going, you want to D-react potentially. And if they did D-react, we'd toxin it. Because they didn't, it means we can toxin here if we need to. And then at this point, banishing means nothing, right? They're already online. We're just actively removing cards, which is a good thing. So, on our current hand, they go heartbeat. Probably looking to like AB. I can like AB with this blue, and then tunic and do yellow stuff next turn. I just realized, wait, what am I doing? I should just tunic and then pitch the yellow and then use the blue on my turn, and then my tunic's one turn closer. Which I assume I'm gonna do. I don't think I want to be gambling. I need to get rid of one of these codexes because they don't work well together, unfortunately. So I'm like deciding, am I which one am I gambling with? The correct one is the inertia. Another heal. The game is getting like weirdly close now. We go Clave. Opponent's kind of inclined to like maybe give us a card here. We're on a lower hand, so it's more value. We do meet Madness. I think if they had any prevent effects, they would have used on the first Clave. We flick here because there's a gamble on this flick where like there's two misses on the on hit. The go again is really useful. Our opponent obviously doesn't know that. But there's this weird world where like if we do this and then we hit like from his hand, we just found lethal for no reason. Because we have a death touch in our arsenal. And oh my god, we hit his hand. So this Meat Madness had a 33% chance to just win the game when I flicked. And we just hit that 33% chance. Like, it's crazy. It's actually like criminal behavior. Especially because if we chose Leave No Witness, they would have just discarded the blue that they banished and then Fate Foreseen it, and then we would have had to play this 5-card hand, and then maybe done something differently. And our next hand would have been like not that good because we didn't have a Clave. It would have been 2 blues to the point and Sigil. So it would have been a little bit scary to me. The dangerous flick, I think we were out of retrieves. Until the go again attack one. Like the safe, like if it wasn't like a 33% chance to win the game, I think the better line is to just maybe the pop boots codex and then play with the full tempo from there. Because the AB1 is just like I don't think I need it as much anymore. Because we're trying to enter like I need you to die territory. But yeah. So those 2 little Verdance games for you. As you can see, like the gameplay is still very similar to what it previously was. It's a lot of blocking with the hands you don't want to do anything with. You're both a little bit slower, but them being slow to go online means that their end game hits way later. And then because of that, we have infinite time to just do what we want and then set up and do the big hands that we need to do. So overall, I feel like the matchup is still favored in our advantage, mainly because Inertia is just such a broken mechanic that Assassins has access to, and then Earth doesn't really have any counterplay. But yeah, thanks for watching. As always, peace and love. Have a lovely day.